All right, welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting majority of the event tonight. But we're super excited because we've got a new amazing young lady launching her business tonight. So we can't wait to hear from Jo. So we'll hear from her at about the halfway mark. But we've also got a few girls that have jumped on tonight just to share an amazing product, program and opportunity that we've come across and that we feel that we need to share because it's just done so much for us. For me, I found this amazing program, product and opportunity 2 years ago now. So for me, I was literally working full-time in my Australian government job here in Australia, clearly. I'd been with the Defence for just over 10 years, gone on maternity leave with my second baby. While I was on maternity leave, I got a promotion and actually transferred from Department of Defence to Department of Human Services, which is equivalent to WINS for you guys in New Zealand. So I was in family services. So I went back to full-time work. I didn't do a gradual go back to start. I went back to full-time work. Definitely had rocks in my head, think I could be Wonder Woman and do everything. But, you know, my kids went into full-time care. I was commuting, had long hours in the office, was taking work home with me, was on call, and it was quite a hard job. I was taking a lot of stress home with me, seeing a lot of horrible things in the office, and eventually that started to really affect me both mentally and physically. As much as I love health, I was no longer taking care of myself properly, and I wasn't able to do any of my beautiful jobs to a level that I was happy with. You know, no one needs to be a perfectionist for sure, but I didn't feel like I was being a good enough mum, wife, doing my new job well enough, keeping up with the cooking, the cleaning, and being the accountant and all those other jobs that come with most mums, to be honest. But something had to change and I just didn't know what. So for me, this post came up. It was health, it was wellness, it was all around families, work on your own terms, help other people, create success how you see it. Just a whole lot of things that really were my values and ticked a lot of boxes to me. But in saying that, I'd owned a traditional business before, so I was super skeptical you know, it sounded too good to be true, to be honest. So I reached out to this girl anyway that I'd never met before, and I had hundreds of questions for her, hundreds, especially business-related ones. But she slowly got, you know, came back with all those beautiful answers for me, and then asked me if I'd heard of Juice Plus or the Juicy Body Transformation. Sorry, I will apologise. I had just thrown down dinner. It's only like 6:30 here in Australia, so I'm catching up with the air and my meal. And then, yeah, so I was excited. I hadn't heard about the program, but I had heard of Juice Plus. I'd been researching it a matter of months beforehand, purely for my husband, not for me. I was that healthy, you know, crazy wife that was juicing and smoothing and eating the 3 to 5 meals a day. I didn't think I needed anything else, but clearly I needed something. But I was looking at the product for my husband because he's a typical bloke in that he really just wants to eat meat and potato. Plain rice, plain pasta, you know, any source of vegetable and you'll gag. So I was just worried about inflammation for him in the future, and that's why I'd been looking at Juice Plus. So I was quite pumped to have a go. So I thought I'd get him on it, get the kids on it, and yes, I'm going to have a go as well, even though I don't think it's going to do a great deal for me. But I was blown away, you know. I did get results. For me, it was joint inflammation, bowels or IBS, and skin and energy. Energy being the biggest thing. I had a baby that was not sleeping at all. And I was working full time, so I was so exhausted. So to get that extra energy and then for my skin to go through what it went through was pretty amazing and come out the other side. But for me, it was definitely the kids' results, which were major for me. So definitely something that I fell in love with, and I started sharing it. I shared that whole journey from start to finish, my skepticism through to my results, and I found some beautiful people that wanted to jump on board with me. They knew I loved health. They knew if I believed in something, that was enough for them. And within 4 months of doing the business, I was able to go part-time, and within 10 months, I was able to quit. I've been a stay-at-home mum now since January last year, not something I ever envisioned. I thought I was doing the right thing by working full-time and hubby doing the same, but we were so time poor. We were saying no to so much, and I was missing my children. I just wanted to be at home and be a parent, and that was being hard. That was a hard transition to get into. My kids are crazy, full of energy, and I love it, but I needed obviously adult interaction. I needed to also have a bit of career or income coming into the house to be a part of that support with my husband. And I found all of that with this amazing opportunity. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus has literally been around for over 28 years. With a company that's been around for 47 years. So definitely not something that's new and gonna, head out the door next week because there's a new thing coming in. It's been around for 28 years, so stacks of results behind it. It's based all around whole foods. All right, so it's not a synthetic, artificial, another supplement that you can put into your body. It is literally nutrition food in a capsule designed to bridge the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating. Government states, we should be having 3 to 5 serves a day, and the stats on that are terrible. It's less than 5% of adults can even do that. But science suggests we should be having more along the lines of 9 to 13, which is quite hard, even for me who juices and eats lots of fruits and vegetables. To do that every day, no day is perfect. So to know that I can do that with our hero product, which is our fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule. All right, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial in there, just a variety of 27 fruits, vegetables and berries, which is pretty amazing. I love the fact that definitely there's nothing in there that is synthetic or artificial. I love the fact that the label, this is how we do business. We've got a little helper. And I can read the label. It's all fruits, vegetables and berries. In there. Just had to mute myself just quickly there while I screamed out to my husband. I also love on the label the fact that there's no warning label. All right, so if you are pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, you can take Juice Plus because it is just fruits and vegetables. All right, so that's pretty unique on its own. So that was 2 big ticks for me. I love the fact, it's designed around a healthy diet. You still got to eat, not designed to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form. But, by adding this in, it's definitely bridging a massive gap. And, it's all about cellular nutrition. All right, what we eat, fruits and vegetable-wise, is so deprivated compared to what my grandparents were eating 40 years ago. Got him now. He's got his game. He's happy. See you later, Charlie. So what I mean by that, it's grown in deprivated or oxidized soil. Hopefully it stays out. And then it's picked before its prime ripening. Prime ripening is when all of its, its highest nutritional value hits the produce. All right, we like to eat an apple or a carrot, all our fruits and vegetables when they're nice and crunchy, when they're glowing in colour. And that's because, they taste better. We don't want to eat them necessarily when they're fully vine ripened. They're starting to go a bit soft. They're starting to use their colour or their shape. And we're missing out a lot of nutrition that way. And also, when we do get our fruits and vegetables, they've been sprayed with various chemicals and waxes. They've been travelling for a week or 2 after they have been picked. We're then peeling, pipping them, and cooking. Half the nutrients are gone through that process. The fruits, vegetables, and berries that go into these get to be vine ripened. They're grown on farms that are 3 generations old, and they only grow the produce for Juice Plus. So the fruits and vegetables get to stay on the vine until they are that beautiful, maybe not so beautiful colour, but that softer shape and that prime ripening. They get to stay on there, then they're picked, taken to our factories, which are co-located or within an hour's distance, where they are washed and cleaned. No waxes, no chemicals, which is a huge thing as well. And then through a pulping process, and this includes the peel, the pip, some of the stem, some of the stalk, because there's a lot of value in that as well. It goes through a pulping process. All the liquid is slowly removed, coincidentally the sugar, which is a good thing. And then through a cooling process, not a heating process, a cooling process, it's turned into a powder form. All right, a powder form, and then it's capsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsules. So they're quite small. They're not like a big horse tablet, but that powder is then capsulated into these with those beautiful varieties in them. So, for instance, the berry blend's got, grape, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and a bit of cacao. All from plants, nothing else in there. And each one of those produce have got beautiful nutritional values, but the fact that they're put in there together, they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own, which is another amazing thing also. So when you swallow these, Just the same with any other food that you eat. We all absorb things at a different rate. So between 3 to 7 minutes, gets into your bloodstream, goes to work. All right, and what I mean by that, inflammation is different in each and every one of us. I'm going to get different results to my husband, to little Charlie, to you guys. You don't know what Juice Plus is going to do for you until you get it into your body. It could show up in sleeping better, pooping better, energy, joint inflammation, kidney, liver health, stronger immunity, all those beautiful things, but you just don't know until you get that extra variety in there. And obviously like attracts like. So when you start flooding your body with an extra variety of 27 fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, you're going to crave less of the naughty stuff, the sugars, the fats, the fried foods, the crispy, salty chips and things like that. And you're going to crave more water, more fruits and vegetables, more stir fries, more things from the fruit bowl and from the crisper, which is an amazing thing also. And so that's really great for the children. And that's what I'm going to jump straight onto. Juice Plus has had over 36 peer-reviewed studies done on it. That's crazy, isn't it? It's really cool. It's like one of the most researched products on the market. And yes, Juice Plus help fund those, but to have that gold label on there that they're peer reviewed and that they're readily available for anybody to read at any day is pretty cool. But we've got 3 ongoing studies at the moment, and here in Australia and New Zealand, when any adult takes the trio, they get to sponsor a child for 4 years between the ages of 4 and 18. So definitely a company with a big heart, because they're trying to reduce the rate of diabetes and obesity here in Australia and New Zealand. So the child gets to either have the fruit and vegetable capsule, so it gives them an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables every day, or they can have it in a chew form, which is the same powder that goes into the capsule, but it's joined with an all plant-based tapioca. All right, again, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial. And for any parent to know that their child's getting an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables into their body, even grandparents, you know, they like to spoil their kids, but knowing that getting these into their little tummies every day, no matter who they're spending their time with, is a massive relief. In that study, we're already seeing that kids are pooping better, sleeping better, better cognitive behaviour, so they're listening or they're controlling their emotions a lot better. For my children, it was respiratory. They both suffered heavily from baby croup, which was turning into asthma, and that cleared up within the first 4 months of taking Juice Plus, and it was the only change I had made. So that's pretty amazing. And that's the micronutrients, the oil in the engine for both the adult and the child. And you still got to eat, all right? We've still, you know, you're definitely not replacing a diet, so you're still having your normal meals. But I know for me, being a super busy parent, you get trapped in living off toast and coffee some mornings, or you get to that afternoon and you're craving that sugar snack. We've got these amazing complete nutritional drinks, come in 2 yummy flavors, chocolate and vanilla, not a meal replacement, but you know, if you are having toast, that's a meal replacement. Switch it out for one of these, which has got over 30 plant-based ingredients in there, from like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, chickpea. I know some of these ingredients don't sound too tasty, but the way that they put them in there with all natural sugarcane and stevia, it makes any green smoothie taste yummy. You can make some beautiful smoothie bowls with them. They're great for pre and post workout. If you do have weight to lose or weight to gain, if you add the right things to these, they can definitely help with that also. But again, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial in there. They're just a beautiful way to add to your 3 to 5 meals a day, help give the kids something yummy after school. All those beautiful things. It's got vitamin B in there, complex vitamin B niacin, which is an amazing mood balancer, helps with anxiety and depression. Vitamin D, a hard resource when you're pregnant, with the pomegranate and mushroom powder in there. Good fats, complex carbohydrates, fiber and protein, all in a yummy drink, which is pretty amazing. I love them, so we have them once or twice a day, and to get that into my 2-year-old who eats much like his dad is pretty cool, because I know he's getting all that variety into his body before we even leave the house. Then we're not a big catalogue company. We've only got one other product, and it's very, very new, because we're just all about covering the nutrition and helping people bridge the gap. We're all about inspiring healthy living around the world, and we're all about vegan, vegetarian, getting that good nutrients into your body. So Juice Plus felt there was one more gap, and they created our all plant-based omega-3. So this is omega without the fish. They skipped the fish. They went straight to the algae along with raspberry, tomato seed oil, sea buckthorn, and I've missed one, safflower. So all these beautiful oils covering your omega-3s going into your body daily, helping with heart, brain, eyes, and again, joint inflammation. So our vegetarians are covered, our vegans are covered, and you know, we've got that beautiful variety. We're getting huge results with this already, and we've only had it since pretty much the end of last year. So it's a pretty cool little thing. And just even just looking at that, it gives you an idea of the rainbow that you're putting into your body each and every day, which is pretty amazing. So that's our products, but we're a part of an amazing team that really is predominantly Australia and New Zealand, and we all come from all shapes of life. We get contractors, we have teachers, we have PTs, nutritionists, we have doctors, nurses. I don't know what I come under, government, something. You know, we all import and bring something, you know, pretty amazing to what it is we do. And a group of our team got together and they created a program around this amazing product. A program that isn't a diet. It's literally a lifestyle, family lifestyle program, deprivation-free, no calorie counting, all those yummy things that you normally want and crave, but the healthy version of it. It's called the Juicy Body Transformation. It's all online. When I first started, there was one ebook. Now there's 7. And it covers the whole family. There's something for the blokes. There's a whole guide for the kids to help with lunch boxes and treats and all that yummy stuff. There's a gourmet cleanse. There's a detox. There's an 8-week shred. There's a Thermomix guide for anyone that's got the Thermomix. And it's constantly having more and more value added. And you know what? It's free. You get that for free for life just by doing Juice Plus just once. You know, Juice Plus isn't a wonder pill or some magic bean or anything like that. We call it that because we get results that we fall in love with. But, you know, it's just something there that I'll take for life, knowing that I'm bridging a gap no matter what I'm doing. So that's our program and product in a nutshell. Now I'm going to get a couple of girls to help me bring that to life a little bit, and they're going to share some of their results with us on how they went with this amazing product. So I'm going to grab Charlotte. Charlotte's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Hi, everyone. So I'm really excited to have Jo launching tonight. Juice Plus came into my life through another twin mum. I wasn't really looking for a business. I was looking to improve my health and well-being. I used to be quite fit and active before I had my kids, and following kind of childbirth and the life with having 2 kids at home, I lost my way quite a bit. Anyway, I've been trying to find a way to get back to my old self, but incorporating that into my new life. And also I wanted to generate an income that was flexible from home. And I couldn't believe it when Stacey started telling me about Juice Plus, because for me, it was a way to bridge that gap, start putting stuff that was good into my body straight away, even if I couldn't get on board with the Juicy Body Transformation stuff straight away. Like I could get started doing something good for myself straight away. The culture of the community has been amazing, and it has really, really supported me through a really busy time of change. And it's kid-friendly, so for me, win. In saying that, since taking the product, I have had clearer skin, brighter eyes, better sleep, fewer menstrual cramps, and less of that achy leg syndrome. And I feel so much more energized. So for me, it's been a win no matter what, whether I was in the business or not. I love sharing it because I feel great. I love sharing it because it's good for me, it's good for my kids, and there's no better thing to do than do something good for your family. So for me, it's all been a really dream come true, good story so far.
Awesome. Well done, and great, because that's your first share other than from your launch. So awesome, and they're great results already. And I know menstrual cycle and menopause and whatever, it does come up a lot for us females, so that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And now I'm going to grab Kathy, and I know she's got results a little bit similar there. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What amazing results have you had so far, and why do you love sharing it?
Hi everyone, so I'm Kathy. I found Juice Plus nearly 3 years now. Basically, I just had my first baby. It was about 9 months after she was born, and I was...
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Kath, I lost you. Can you unmute yourself again?
Oh yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
So I was a real bad yo-yo dieter. I would always sort of go for walks around the block and then go and eat a bar of chocolate and just thought, oh, that'd be all right, I've gone for a walk. So I kind of didn't really know how to be healthy. I wasn't a very good cook. Being from England, my mum is a very traditional English cook, more pub meals. So you've got your bangers and mash and your pie and mash, very stodgy and hearty meals. So when it comes to looking at all these nice, fresh, healthy, clean meals, I didn't know where to start. And I really needed that guidance and support. So I reached out to a friend who had gone through depression and within a year was on top of the world, lost weight, and just had all this energy. And at the time I was anemic and had no energy and had to nap all the time. So I approached her about it, picked her brains. I asked a zillion questions, as I'm sure some of you have as well. And I just thought the fact that it's safe for breastfeeding and pregnancy, didn't intentionally think I was going to get pregnant again anyway anytime soon, but I just thought knowing that that's safe for kids is just ticks all my boxes. So I started the products, and within 11 weeks I lost quite a fair few kilos, and I was just so happy, and so many people were noticing a change in me, in my body, and just the energy that I had. I was no longer anemic. I had tests done, and anyone that has been anemic and was on iron tablets, you might know that you do get quite constipated. And I was just so relieved that I could go regular. And for me, I really struggled with my periods. I used to go 4 to 6 months without any. And having started the capsules, I had literally from the first month on the diet every month. And then not long after, I fell pregnant with my second. And that pregnancy was just completely different to how I carried my first, with not knowing the product at all. And then once he was born, I was able to shred the weight just by following the healthy eating plan, the support and the guidance, and all the inspiration ideas that everyone shares. And since then, I'm now pregnant again, so just be careful. I swear they're like magic beans. Again, this pregnancy, without them, I just don't know how I'd cope. My neighbour across the road, she's pregnant. She's a week behind me, and she's just napping all day long. And I'm running around after 2 and still awake. So it's just been amazing for us. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing, and you're probably getting close to your bedtime too. But thank you so much, Kath. It's always great to hear your story.
That's right.
Amazing. So you girls, and boys, whoever's watching this, 2 really cool stories. You just don't know, and to be able to give your, not quite arrived baby those nutrients into their little bodies, whether it's through while they're still inside your tummy, when you're breastfeeding, that's pretty amazing also. I know when I first started, I was breastfeeding, and it also, sort of helped with the milk. It helped with, my tiredness and all those beautiful things as well. So it's an amazing product in that it's safe for the whole family, which I love. Now, before we hear from the amazing Jo, I'm just going to squash a couple of those myths that do come up with this business. And I know I had a couple of beautiful people, and I even said at the start that I was skeptic, but I was skeptic about the results on the product with my health. I wasn't skeptical about the business, but a few of my friends and family around me were, because they sort of didn't understand, and neither did I, to be honest. But once I understood what they were asking me, said, Jana, it sounds like one of those pyramid schemes or structures or whatever. I didn't really understand the scheme bit, because they were made illegal before I was even born. And we've got a product. We've got an amazing program, and we've got an amazing opportunity that comes along with it. But once I really understood what they meant, they were really talking about the structure. And for me, coming from the Defence and the Department of Human Services, I was never going to be the Chief of Defence, and I was never going to be the MP of Australia either. But when you think about Coles or Safeway and IGA, they've all got their CEO at the top. There's only one of those. They've got their board of directors, state managers, area managers, site managers, section managers, and then we see the beautiful people stacking our shelves, putting our shopping through, and all those other things. When I went from one Defence job you know, from my one government job to the other government job. I came in here in the middle section job here, which was great. But it meant that these people down here below me, I took a job that they necessarily wanted. So when I got there, they didn't want to be friends with me, show me where the bathroom was or where the kitchen was, or have lunch with me. I took their job in their eyes. Okay, grab your pillow. All right, cool, good night. So, and it's the same with Safeway and Coles. You know what I mean? They all have, they start here in these lower roles, and they, you know, they're all elbowing and kicking to make sure that they look like the stronger person in that business to win that next role. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know, to be honest as well. So, and these guys, but I'm noticing here in Australia more so, I'm not sure how it's going over there, there's less of these people, more electronic tellers, and people are doing a lot more shopping online. So these guys are being told they need to now look for another job at another store or elsewhere, or they need to upskill and go for some of these middle range roles that might still be there, or they need to do the online shopping for us or deliver it. You know, the chances of one of these guys who is career driven and wants that, you know, success in their life of ever winning this job is slim to none. This role normally comes from someone external. They've already been a CEO for a smaller company prior, and they've got that tertiary education behind them. You know, that's why I love what we do. That's traditional business. That's how everything is really traditional business. Even when I owned my restaurant, it was like that. We are literally that, but on its head, I think. Anyway, we have a top position called NMD, National Marketing Director. We come into this business for a one-off yearly fee of $172.50. This blows my mind because when I bought my restaurant, I spent thousands of dollars when I bought it. Then I had weekly, monthly, and yearly costs to keep it running. I pay $172.50 a year in New Zealand to have this business, and all I do is share my journey, you know, like I am tonight, and then give, you know, refer my clients onto my head office who then build them and send out the product. I'm not pushing my product around from door to door. I'm just sharing an amazing program and product and my results. We all start off at the bottom as a virtual franchisee, we're called. All right, we do have various promotion levels throughout our structure, but you know what? This CEO, he saw what I was doing. He's excited by the lifestyle I've created. He wants that. He doesn't get to jump straight up to NMD or in any of these middle range positions either. We all start here, whether we're a scientist, a teacher, or a pediatrician, doesn't matter what we are. We all start down the bottom as a virtual franchisee. Someone sponsors us, links arms with us, and does teach with us and helps us and guides us to each of those promotions. Because we're not a sign-up club. We don't get any bonuses or anything for signing people up. We grow our businesses by helping others create success. All right, so we all come in here as a virtual franchisee, and we help each other work all the way up. There is not one person sitting pretty in this organisation. Everybody gets that chance to grow their business up to NMD. There is no set rate of pay when you get up there. You can keep growing this business as wide and as big as you want just by sharing the journey, sharing the gift of the amazing opportunity, program and product, which I think is really unique. The one thing that I was concerned about when I did start this business, because I came over from that, you know, from the Defence to Department of Human Services, was I didn't think I knew enough people because I hadn't been using social media. I had a secret clearance. I wasn't allowed to use Facebook. So the girl that, you know, shared the business with me, Lauren, I'll put Laz, that'll do. She showed me, I'll put me, how to share it with a few friends and family, sporting mates, work colleagues, and how to do that on social media or, you know, just launching like tonight, like Joe, or in a couple of just avenues. You know, I was working full time and around my children. I didn't have time to be trying to figure out how to share this with 100 people. But what happened was I found a few beautiful people that wanted something more. I found Lynn's my best friend who knew that I loved health, so she wanted to give it to her family. And when she realised that she could get some of that money back herself, she jumped on board. I found Catherine. She had amazing results by the 2-month mark. Shared that on Facebook and it went viral. And I said, and she wanted me to respond to them all. I said, how about I show you exactly what I do and you, you know, get your product cheaper and make a little bit of money. So she jumped on board. Then I had Steph. She was from my mother's group. She was the love bug. She fell in love with this program and product. Couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner. And she just wanted to share it with everybody. I showed these 3 girls exactly what Lauren had showed me. Help them share it with a few friends and family, school mums, sporting buddies, work colleagues, whatever, and the same thing happened to them. It just started popcorning out really naturally, organically, just by sharing their journey. I went and found a few more people, and they did exactly what I showed them, teach to teach, and then it just kept going out. You know, who did Lauren know at the beginning? To tell you the truth, she didn't even know me. I saw a post on Facebook and I reached out to her. But since then, now she knows Lindsay, she knows Catherine, she knows Michelle, she knows of Stacey, and who's going to be sharing tonight, and Charlotte and Jo she'll meet at some stage as well. All because we just shared this amazing product and program and opportunity. So now it's the exciting time. I know you're all been waiting and sitting on your seats waiting to hear from Jo. So I'm going to spotlight her. So Jo, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results are you looking forward to with your products? I know it hasn't quite arrived yet. And why did the business make sense to you?
Hi everyone, thanks for coming in. Well, Juice Plus came into my life through my lovely friend Charlotte, who she found this opportunity, and she got me at a real crossroads. I was hating my job. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was looking for something else. And the product and the business really resonate with me. So I'd heard some pretty amazing stories from other people using the product and following the JBT program. I've been following it now for 2 weeks, and I've lost, I think it was 2.5 kilos this morning. So that's pretty exciting for me. Feeling super motivated. But then, you know, eating healthy. I think yesterday, I had maybe 2 or 3 pieces of fruit and maybe 5 or 6, you know, different salads and vegetables. So yeah, again, it's bridging that gap between what I am eating and what my body needs, with the Juice Plus. So that sounds really great. The business, it makes sense to me because I want to be able to work for myself. We've got a beautiful property here, and I'd so much rather be spending time out working on it. With my partner Tim being away when he comes home, you know, I want to spend time with him, not dragging myself out of bed to go to the office. Next year, I'm planning on going back to university to study physiotherapy. We're talking about having kids, and we're also building a house. So I want to be able to have an income that I can fit around my life. And just another note, like I've been having such a great time reconnecting with friends and family over the last few weeks. It's pretty isolating out here too. So yeah, it's really great to meet other people and re-engage with everyone. So yeah, thanks, Jana.
No, well done. Amazing. I know it's quite daunting jumping on and doing it, but that's an amazing first attempt at launching. And I'm so excited to see what comes along with your journey. So well done, Jo.
Thank you.
No problem. That's so exciting. So, you know, people come to us, you know, for, like I said, for all different reasons. Some to get the product cheaper because they fall in love with it. Some because they just want the community and that connection. For a lot of mums, you know, for me, I got lost. I didn't know who I was anymore. So this has really given me a chance to find me again and really start enjoying my children, my husband, and my health again, which has been pretty cool. A lot of people, and then for others, it's the vehicle to change their life, to travel more, because you can do this anywhere. All you need is Wi-Fi and a smart device, which is pretty amazing. So now I'm going to talk about the fun money. You know, we are really lucky we can share this opportunity in over 29 countries. So lots of places to make friends. But here in Australia and New Zealand, we're on the same business plan. So the business plans change slightly in the other countries, but here we're on the same one, which is great. So we get paid in retail profit and we get paid in commission. You know, that's from, you know, helping beautiful clients and helping them, you know, really look after their health. That builds what we call our beach money or our residual income. So that's beautiful. That's slowly growing month by month in the background, building up a constant paycheck for you, which is really cool. But what we like to talk about is our bonuses. All right. Our bonuses are literally there as an incentive to help you grow strong and grow wide at the beginning. And understanding what sort of money that's on the table that you could be getting as you get further down the structure. So like I said before, we come in as a virtual franchisee. Take no notice of these crazy names. They mean nothing really. We help you get to DVF in the first 10 to 30 days. But the first big bonus that's on the table is a $400 bonus. All right, that's for senior direct virtual franchise. That probably means you shared the business with maybe 1 or 2 people. All right, but you get a $400 bonus for doing that. And your teacher, because we're a teach-to-teach business, also gets a $400 bonus for helping you get there. All right, the next one is sales coordinator, and that's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. You've probably gone and shared the business with maybe 5 to 8 people then, and you've probably got another 4 or so underneath them. So you're really starting to build a beautiful little tribe and find people that you really want to connect with you and you know, look after their health. You are very much yourself a teacher by then, and you're getting the opportunity to win, you know, help these people get the teacher bonuses. So not only could you be hitting the promotions, and if you don't, it's not a big drama. You go as slowly or as quickly as you want in this business. There is absolutely no pressure from anybody, but the teacher bonuses are really amazing also. So now I'm just going to grab a couple of the girls to share the opportunity and what it's given them. So I'm going to grab Stacey. Stacey's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life. You know, what exciting things have happened to her so far and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Okay, well, so Juice Plus came into my life last April, and I responded to an ad, and I had a look into it, and I got scared, and the fear hit me that I couldn't do this, and it was pretty much a BS excuse, really. Even though we were struggling on one income, the fear just came into me. So I said no. And then I kept my research up and kept looking into it, loved the product, loved what it was. And then in October last year, one of my antenatal mums jumped on board. Was doing it for a month or 2 beforehand, but I got FOMO, fear of missing out, and I put all my excuses and all my fears aside, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. 172 for a year to see where I get was like, let's do it. Why not? What have I got to lose? So it's been an amazing roller coaster since then, and every single month my business improves. Every single month financially. It gets better and better. So what was the other question, Jana?
It was, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What exciting things have happened so far, and what are you looking forward to?
Done. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. I just lost focus then. So pretty much the one thing I'm looking forward to doing is I am a mother of twins. So I am at home with them. And I don't want to go back to work. I know that my wage won't cover child support. I don't want to be exhausted by the end of the day and working all day and then coming home and looking after them all day. So being able to cover my income has been a major, and I can definitely start to see that can happen, which is great. And now I'm on a stretch goal of having a 5-figure income by the end of the year. So per month, by the way. So that's kind of cool. So I love this business because I love sharing it with people. I, as a twin mum, I could just not see anything. I couldn't see past the daily grind of struggling on a 9 to 5, getting home, picking up the kids, coming home, cooking dinner, doing bath, doing beds, you know, and by the end of the day, it's 9 o'clock, boom, I get 5 minutes to myself before I'm exhausted and need to go to bed. So sharing it with other mums and other people is a big thing for me because it's an amazing opportunity for us. One, the energy is amazing that you get from it. The skin, you know, I've just started on this 8-week shred that we're doing with the company. I've been in it 4 weeks and I've lost 4 kilos. I haven't done my centimetres or anything yet, but it's definitely a health change for me. Getting back to what I used to be before I had kids is essential for me and for me to improve myself. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's been a real winner for me, and I'm so glad I put all my fears and all my bullshit excuses behind and gave it a go.
Well done. Amazing. Thank you so much. And I know it's the first time you've done your business share, but yeah, that was great to hear.
Yeah.
And I've also got Michelle. Michelle's in like the bottom of Australia, Tasmania. She's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what exciting things have happened to her so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Yeah, hi guys. Thanks, Jana. So Juice Plus came into our lives just nearly 2 years ago now, and through a friend basically who'd been posting on Facebook about how fantastic she was feeling, and she was losing weight and had stacks of energy with 3 boys, I think at the time under the age of 5. So I reached out to her and asked her about the products, and honestly, the information that I got from her, the products just made total sense. It was no brainer. So I signed up straight away for the products. I was sort of having issues with energy and needing nano naps through the day. We own and manage 3 Black Angus cattle farms here in Flinders Island in Tasmania, and it's pretty busy. So the whole concept of sustained energy through the day and better sleep and less aches and pains really appealed to me, and that's exactly the results that we got from the product. So I jumped straight into the business and had some pretty early success, I suppose, and have quite a strong customer base. I love sharing it because I just think, everybody can use a health upgrade at some point. You just don't know what Juice Plus is going to do for you until you get it into your system. And I have, I've got family and lots of friends who are participating in the program. We participate in the shred as well. On the business side of things, it's quite isolated, farming, and I had a corporate career previously, and since making the shift down here sort of 7 years ago, you miss the day-to-day connections with other people, I guess. You're not there having the morning tea breaks and the afternoon tea breaks and getting to sit together with work colleagues and have lunch and that sort of community. So I've been able to achieve this brand new community of, really like-minded men and women that I love being a part of. I love having something that's over and above the farm. And the side income's been terrific. It's allowed me to jump on a plane and travel back to Victoria at least 5 times now to catch up with family. And yeah, it's covered, it's covered our Christmas shopping and groceries, and yeah, it's just terrific. The side income has really helped us, as farming's sort of seasonal, and I no longer feel guilty, I suppose, about not, being one of those mums who was working full time and has come farming. I just didn't feel like I was contributing probably like I used to, because I didn't sort of have that fortnightly or monthly income coming in, where now I do. So from that perspective, it's been really terrific, given me back a bit of financial independence, I suppose, and I don't have to feel guilty about buying that, that new handbag or that new pair of jeans when I go down the street anymore. So yeah, I just love it, and yeah, that's my story.
Awesome. Thank you so much for jumping. I just put that on her, so she just jumped on. So thank you so much. So it's always great that everyone's like that too. They're always keen to jump on and support, and because we want you guys to see different people's stories. We're not all we're not scripted. It's just literally, if we didn't have different stories, it'd be very boring to jump on this event, that's for sure. But all very, very different stories. So the next one is senior sales coordinator. You've probably invited about, 10 to 16 people to your business, and you've probably got another 30 odd really underneath happening there. So you're really starting to build a tribe. You're attracting people, which is amazing. You get a $1,200 bonus. Your teacher gets a $1,200 bonus. And here, things really start to change where you're spending your time in the business. You're not necessarily out there constantly trying to help put more people with the program and product and opportunity. Now you're trying to help your team do the same and help them have the same sort of success you're having. The next one is Q&MD. That's a $1,500 bonus for you and a $1,500 bonus for your teacher. And then the top one, like I said earlier, is National Marketing Director. You get a $3,000 bonus. your teacher gets nothing because they're earning way too much money and you don't, and they don't need it anymore. And you're on about 80, well, New Zealand dollars, I guess it's at 100 to 120,000 a year. All right. And that's all by asking yourself, what if? And that's literally what I had to do. What if I wanted to say yes to more? For me, I was just time poor. I just needed some other way to be with my children, to look after my health, to be a better wife, and just to use my time wisely. I was living my life around the small part of time that I had left around my job. And my job, even though it was 38 to 40 hours, by the time you added in all the commuting, the work I was taking home and being on call, I was doing 60 hours a week, no problem. And the time I had with my kids when they were physically awake was hardly anything. So to be able to do that with this is pretty amazing. So don't forget, what I just went through here is just our bonuses. All right. If you hit them, by hitting those promotions, that's amazing. It's great. If you miss them, not a big deal. But if you help people hit those, well, then you're going to get lots of bonuses there. And there's other ones in between here, and there, all over there. The company itself is amazing, and how it, gives so much back to us. But we feel like we're giving so much to our beautiful clients. It's an amazing product. It's a wonderful program. And I feel really blessed to have it feels like it was, meant to be. It was fallen into my lap one day, and I've been very lucky to be a part of it. It's definitely a huge self-development journey, relationships, community. I have never been so praised and supported in my life, which has been amazing. And then being able to do that for other people is the biggest reward ever. Helping other people create success either with their health or with this opportunity is a huge blessing. So a massive congratulations to Jo on launching tonight. You did amazing. Thank you for the guests that jumped on to support her, whether it was to support her or you're watching this recording and someone else has given it to you. It's because they cared enough to invite you. All right, if we didn't get all your questions answered, please reach out to whoever it was that did invite you and get those questions answered. Thank you to the girls who shared, and hopefully we see you all again soon. So thank you and good night.